Hello and welcome to the speedrun tutorial for the Genesis port of Strider. This is part 3, about stage 3, the battleship Balrog. Alright. Okay, so first thing I just need to review real quick is when you are hit, you are in hit stun, you're gonna go through like a rolling animation and you can't control Hiryu, the Strider, at all. Except you can cancel out of it if you slash your cipher, your sword. So, if I get hit here and then slash, I'll be able to cancel out of it. Like so. Now, if I get hit and don't do anything, then I'm just going to roll a little bit farther. This is pretty important moving forward, so I'm just reminding it because we're going to use it immediately in this stage. Okay, so the strat here is to get past all these turrets and get inside this ship. The more casual way is to slowly destroy everything in your way. You get the eagle. You'll be attacked by hit mice, this little annoying bugs coming from the ceiling, this guy. And flying moskmen will have some items. This cannon here is going to fire at you if you get close enough. I'm gonna die, probably. Yeah, you don't really want that stuff to happen. You don't really want to be surrounded here. You want to move through it pretty quickly. So the way to do that is to basically just abuse your iframes and your ability to cancel out of hit stun. So you can just rush through. And you should only take like 1 or 2 hits of damage. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna jump. You're gonna hit, jump, and attack simultaneously while holding right, and it'll look like this. Well, that last hit at the end there was a little bit unnecessary. And so you're not supposed to, turn back. You're supposed to keep on moving. But I wanted to point out here that sometimes you'll get an item box carried by those flying moskmen, the little weird head-shaped flying enemies. That's up to you. This is the character Ryu, means dragon. It's the second character in Hiryu's name, the Strider, the character we're playing as, and it's the most useful item. Absolutely it is. Second most useful would probably be full health, the Hiryu, and then the longsword. But if you get this, your health capacity, well, my health capacity here is 2 out of 4, it'll go up to 3 out of 5. And as long as I don't die, I will carry that 5 HP throughout the rest of the game. So, if you're hurting, if for some reason you don't have 5 HP now, which, if you checked part 2, I really highlighted that you should definitely try to get 5 HP. You can possibly get it here, it's not always going to spawn here. Okay. Now, next is to get through these platforms. There's these 2 enemies here. If you move it just at any time, you're most likely going to land on one, and you're going to have to, finagle your way back down, and it's not going to look pretty. It'll be slow, too. So the way to get through is, let's see here. If you look here, you'll see the platform's just about to move past halfway of this background object. And when you do that, if you're in the middle here, you can just hold right, and you'll just fall straight down. Now, you're probably going to be here. Let me kill these enemies so they're out of the way. There's 2 ways to go through this. Again, if it's here, then you can slide instead, and you'll fall. Whoop! You'll fall straight down. But if, I don't know, for some reason you choose walking, then you might want to actually start walking here when it's at the left of that, and that should make you drop all the way down. Like so. This item here is a longsword. The flying moskmen will carry item boxes down here if you're taking forever, but you don't want to take forever. So, just drop down, slide here, and you'll hopefully land on one of these platforms. And this will be good. If you don't, you're going to have to move across them, and it's also not going to be pretty. Now you have the split path here. You can either go down, it's safe, or you go right. Now I usually go down. So when you want to walk left off this platform, do it when it's on the right side of this this girder in the background, and then you should drop all the way down here. And of course, you know, these hit mice will follow you wherever you're going, and even now they're probably gonna spawn again. Yep, dead. I guess I should point out that you don't want to stick in any one point of this game, because enemies will constantly swarm you. You're not safe in this game at almost any point. This is originally an arcade game. It was not meant for you to have... Well, it's meant for you to have fun only insofar that you're going to pay the machine a bunch of your money in quarters. Anyway. So, that guy will spawn there. You'll drop down here. Might be a little tricky. You can slide and jump. Sometimes you'll get a acceleration jump. It's fine. And you want to get all the way over here. Let's see. Do I have? Yeah, I do. Okay. If you don't fall down, you will remember these things will chase you. So you can just jump on and take a ride. If you try to just jump across, it will kind of work, but then you'll be hit here. So it's going to be safer for you to just kill this enemy here and then walk off the edge here. And then be careful because every other platform is going to carry ammunition here, explosive ammunition, which is going to hurt you. The jump is not going to be simple. You don't just jump when it's going past because of its momentum. It would be a little bit faster to do this, but you're probably going to be hurting for health, and so it's not going to actually be that big of a difference. It's up to you. Actually, I'm going to start doing this route instead, depending on how much health I have. Alright, here. Oh, I should actually show what I got, what it looks like when you get this item. So, down here, this is invincibility. So you won't get hurt, it lasts for a while. I recommend getting it when you're down there. You don't have to, it can save a little bit of time if you don't, but you're going to be going through more platforms with explosive ammunition and a few enemies, so it might be useful getting. If you want to jump in this platform coming up, when it's here on the left side of the girder again, that's when you jump. And then when it's here, going on this like top right corner of the curve of the corner, the bend, then jump somersault right, hold right and jump, and you should land on a platform every time. Pretty simple. And you want to jump here, basically at the top, and then this is kill the frog. There's some flying mossmen. They won't really bother you. Now here you need to climb up. Okay, so something to note here is this kind of yellow gate that opens up. Even though it seems like there's all this space in the middle, it's actually still blocked off. So if I keep on holding up, I'm gonna get pushed down. So here, I'll show you. Strider's flashing, so it might be a little bit hard to see, but just pay attention to how he's moving here. He kind of jitters back and forth because you can't climb through that until it's completely disappeared and deleted from memory. Unloaded. Forgive me. Forgive me, please! So if you're all the way up here, you want to wait until this yellow gate is past this white border, and then it'll disappear, and then hold up, and then you'll be good to go. And it doesn't actually matter like how far below, how far low you are on this closing wall. You'll be fine as long as you're holding up. But you do have to do something. You won't be completely safe because these hit mice are going to follow you. That's the name of these guys, by the way, just to clarify. These are called hit mouse, singular, hit mice, plural. So your invincibility runs out. If you just hold up, you're gonna get hit and you're gonna get knocked down and die, and then the checkpoint's all the way here, so it's pretty bad. So what you gotta do is you gotta jump. Now, if the visual cue I use is based off this background, as I typically use visual cues for, so you see how it's kind of divided up. There's like these columns with like bigger gaps and circles, and then you have the 3 inner columns, right? So this line right here, it's going to be right under your life marker, your player number. This line right here is what I look at. So, holding up, when the gate, the wall, reaches this point, this is when I start jumping from right, I jump right to the right wall and then back, all the way to the top. And I'll be hitting the jumps pretty seriously so that I don't lose time at all, because you can still get hit, but if you do this as fast as you can, you will not get hit by the hit mice. It's not over yet, so you're gonna fall here, and the hit mice are still coming up, as well as this enemy that you saw in the background. Now, there's a way to not get hit. These hit mice are gonna shoot at you, so like you were spamming the jump really fast, you're gonna have to spam slash really fast to make sure you kill them in time. So I was not fast enough. There we go. Okay. This guy's called a Mr. Elephant, by the way. And to get the early hits on him, you're going to jump up, because he'll be vulnerable in the air. You can also sometimes jump over the hit. So he has these missiles and he has that chain attack. And he's not too much of a threat here. We're going to face him again on the last stage, and he's a huge jerk. But it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple fight. If you don't start giving him damage in the air, you can still kill him. He might jump at you, just keep at it and you should be able to take care of him pretty easily. When you're here, there's 2 different ways of doing this. The quicker way is actually to slide, because you build up more speed running down this slope. The alternative way, I believe it's here, is to, or is it here? I think it's here actually. Is to jump, and then you'll skip climbing, or you'll skip walking down one of the slopes. It's what the task does. I'm not sure why exactly it's faster. Maybe it is here. Yeah. So, you know, you skip that movement, but you're not building speed either, so it's kind of a trade-off. One more thing to point out here, there's a health there in that item box, but that launcher there is going to kill you if you jump. So if you are like at 2 HP here, which is kind of bad, you want to be 3 HP or higher. But if you're at 2 HP, you can get it. So what you do is you'll jump right, attack the item box, and jump left immediately, because it will launch you very fast, and it will kill you. Okay, so yeah, you slash through. I guess I should show this one more time so it's not a complete mystery. But yeah, you'll hold right, and then you'll slash through this wall. And then this right here is the Hell Corridor. It is filled with enemies. If you have 3 HP, it's going to be like impossible to get through this with anything resembling speed. You'll have these soldiers attacking, you have these turrets, you have a bunch of hit mice spawning in the middle of each corridor. Can I do this without dying? Like, there's so many enemies here. And yeah, the hit mice respawned, all 5 of them. Okay, well, let's see. Did you see that? Did you spot it? There's another Ryu there. So what you want to do, if you want to get this Ryu, kill the turrets. You probably won't have this option, which is the partner I have with me. But kill the hit mice. As soon as you do get hit, no. You want to kill these soldiers and then immediately get that Ryu as quick as you can. But the thing is that you have to spend time killing these hit mice to get it. and then you have to worry about the soldiers, and the enemies respawn. So, like, how much time did that take? Well, let's see. If I did it like this. So I got here at like 1:22 on the in-game timer. Okay, so that's 1:17 now. That's 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Versus the 2 seconds in Siberia. So this view is in your way. As in, like, it's on the route. So you can go and get it if you need to. But it's kind of a pain in the butt. Now, if you die, I guess I haven't actually explained this before, but I'll go here where the music's not so discordant. If you die in this game, it actually makes the difficulty in this game easier. This game has a variable difficulty system where depending on how well you play, basically in terms of if you died or have not died yet, the game will increase or decrease its difficulty. It's kind of like Echo the Ties of Time in that respect. Although that's not an arcade game, this is. But it's still, usually arcade games aren't variable with difficulty as far as I know. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, if you die a lot, there are going to be less enemies and more item drops. These hit mice, which are everywhere starting this stage, are not going to appear. So it's going to be easier to get that view if you've already died a few times. Okay, now the strategy to get through this. It's basically just go hard and fast. You're going to want to jump as soon as you clear the low ceiling there. And then once you land, it's going to be the same thing as in the very beginning of the game. You're going to want to slide and slash, and then jump. So there's going to be that spear there, slide and slash. Gravity will reverse here. Slide slash, slide slash, slide slash, slide slash, and then you're going to be here. So depending on the situation, you might have these bullets. You can see it right here. You might outrun them, and they might be behind you when you reach this point, so that when you switch gravity again, the bullets are going to run into you. Don't let them run into you. It's going to just waste time. It's going to be quicker to actually just wait for them to pass and then go. Okay, now for your HP, you're going to want to have 3 HP here. If you have 2 HP, you can still do the strategy on the boss, but 1 HP is just not going to cut it at all. So if you have 3 HP, then it's very simple. Just the same strat, slide and slash, slide and slash. Gravity will reverse here. You just want to grab the ceiling and flip in here. Now, if you have 2 HP, I mean I don't now, I also have an option which makes this less illustrative. But what you can do is you wait for these little turds, these kind of like mines, to flip through, to just pass through. You can slash them, but you won't be able to get all of them. And then slide, and then there'll be a next set which goes through, slide again. And that's how you do it without getting hit. There's not a lot of enemies by this point in the stage. Right. Now, let me do it actually from the start, just one more time. Yep. Yeah, I didn't mean to drop off there. Okay, it's pretty crazy. I'm making it look kind of easy, and it's not really pretty, because that's just the fastest way of getting through. There might be an ever faster way, but I don't think it. You find that out for yourself and come back to me, or keep it to yourself, whatever. It's a difficult place to go through. If you haven't played this game before, or you haven't played it recently, you'll remember pretty quickly how rough it can be, especially when the difficulty is higher. That's why I call it the Hell Corridor. And that's also why I'm stressing high HP, because you're going to be boosting, you're going to be abusing your iframes to just not get hit. It doesn't look good, no, but it's a speedrun, and it's about speed. Okay, so anyway, Gravitron, or the Gravity Machine. Now, this has a very particular setup. I guess I'll just show you what happens if like you just stand here and do nothing. It'll just kind of fly away, but you'll be hit by these like molecules that are surrounding it. Eventually you'll get sucked into the gravitational orbit. You know, you can attack it, you can attack the molecules, but eventually it will slam you into some part of the ceiling, floor, or wall, and you'll take a hit of damage. So if you have 1 HP, if you're not hit by the molecule, you'll be hit when it flings you. You won't have enough time to completely destroy it in one cycle. So the strategy, you do get hit. This is why you want to come here with 2 HP and not 1 HP. With 2 HP, you take this hit, you jump, you slash, jump to the right and slash, and then jump one more time. And now you're in the cycle and you've done some damage to begin with, and now you have enough damage to kill it, or destroy it rather. And it'll drop you off depending on how fast you killed it, either on the left, right, or middle. And you'll fall into this chute here. So here, this is a, if you fall on the left, you'll be able to make this jump here. Oh, if you're curious what this item box is, it's a he, so you can replenish your health by 1, but it's kind of a problem to get to for this reason. You could get it during the fight. If you have 1 HP, you can try to make your way around to get it and then do that strat, but it probably at that point would just be faster to die and replenish with 3 HP, which will be what you replenish with. If you die, you will always come back with 3 HP. Anyway, yeah, so you just hold right here. You want to see Strider, you want to be careful here, because you're not always going to have the full speed you need to make this jump. This acceleration jump, actually. So one way to notice is if you see Strider move a little bit forward from a central position at any point, that means you have the speed. Or if you can just tell that he has more speed than his usual walk speed. Yeah, you cannot make that jump normally. And if you can't do it, if you just can't make the jump, then jump and grab the ceiling here. I'd recommend getting this. Oh. Well, either way, you want to get here. This is a heal you. This will restore all your health. Very useful. You might as well get it unless you're feeling particularly brave. I don't know. You're gonna be moving faster on this platform than you will by moving across the ceiling. Just slightly faster. Okay, and the last part of the stage here, you're just gonna be moving around here. Now, no, this guy right here. I'm sorry, the music is really annoying. He's gonna be okay. No. This guy right here is going to be thrown at you. Captain Beard, is his name, will throw this dude at you, and usually it's not directly at your face, but in this case it is. If I get hit, I'm gonna get knocked down, and you can't come back up again from like tens of thousands of feet / meters in the air. Sorry, it's not gonna happen even for a super ninja like Strider. Anyway, yeah, so want to be careful. Keep your eye out for that. For in the top right corner of the screen as you're approaching this the final part here. If you see them, again, like the bullets in the hell corridor, just stop and wait for it to move past you. Otherwise, just swoop up and slash slide, jump, somersault jump, and constantly spam slash the entire time, and you should be able to kill Captain Beard there before you even touch the ground. Or, you just turn around and attack him. I guess I'll put the audio back on because I'm doing stuff. Whoops. Pretty simple. Oh, and since there's enemies here, don't try to jump from this position, because that's what's going to happen. You want to actually do an upswing. Just like hold up and then swing. So yeah, if you stick around too long, the flames are going to catch up with you. It's very slow, but they will. And Captain Beard is not always going to be within reach. That hurts, dude. Okay. Well, I should show off one kind of cute thing. Let's see how do you do it. So this is a glitch. You can actually go back up here and look where I am. Oh man, it's hot out. Is that just me? It's pretty neat. Woo! Woo! Alright. Oh, I should point out one more thing. Now this isn't really a speedrun thing, but it's just a kind of a Easter egg. If you head off to the left here, which obviously you shouldn't because this is nowhere near the exit of the stage. Can I do this without dying? Possibly. Possibly not. Possibly. Okay. If you destroy this last crate of ammunition, or, I don't know, a magazine, you'll get a little surprise. Look, it's a panda. It's a panda! Yeah, and that's it. Alright. So that's the Battleship Balrog. Thank you for watching. I hope you, are able to go through this stage without as many troubles as possibly before. Yeah, it's not there aren't really super fancy strats. It's really just a basic platform mechanics, visual cues of where to move and do inputs, and just abusing iframes and pushing yourself through all the enemies to get to the end. The setup for the Gravitron is pretty good. I'd like to thank the previous runners, like Substyly, for setting that in stone. It's pretty useful. Pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, sorry for smacking my lips. I'm just trying to think of things to say. I think that's it. Alright, thank you for watching. And I will see you for the 4th part, the Amazon. A somehow crazier stage than this one.